What's up, Flockers? This is Crowbar, and tonight, Crowbar is ready to play some Amnesia. At the beginning of the month, when PSN rolled over, they dropped the Amnesia collection onto the PlayStation. I don't know if it was already there in pieces, but they put it all together and made it free for PS Plus members, so I grabbed it. I've seen bits and pieces from these games from other Let's Players, but I've never actually played any of it. So I don't actually know what it's about or anything along those lines. What I do know is that most people think that Dark Descent is the better game, and A Machine for Pigs is a better story. So I think what we're going to do for tonight, for Halloween times, is we're going to play through some of the Dark Descent. It's going to be a longer episode than I normally do, or rather than I've been doing recently. If you guys like it, you can let me know and show me by making that view counter go higher than it normally does. And I'd be happy to play some more of it for you guys. I also have my lady along with me because in the past, horror games haven't done a whole lot to scare me. I don't have that sort of Markiplier reaction. I jump and stuff like that when I'm scared. But she does. If you didn't see her Slender video from either last year or the year before, something like that, that was something quite amusing that maybe I can link to or something like that. But anyway, that's what we're doing. So hopefully you enjoy, and let's roll into it. Let's just do the thing.
Blit works.
Welcome to Amnesia: The Dark Descent. What follows is a couple of quick messages on how to get the best possible experience.
Turn your brightness down so that you can't see anything.
Amnesia should not be played to win. Instead, focus on immersing yourself in the game, world, and story. Sure, okay, fair enough. Do not worry about when. Oh, wait, say that. Do not worry about when or how to save your game during gameplay. The game will take care of that for you. So fuck you. When you want to leave the game, just choose save and exit. You can then use to continue. So you can save. You just can't save and continue playing. But fine. If its checkpoint system is good, it'll be fine. The world of Amnesia is a dangerous place, and you're extremely vulnerable. Do not try to fight the enemies encountered. Instead, use your wits, hide, or even run away if necessary.
There's no way there.
I added it for flow of sentence.
See what I say. Interplay between light and dark is very important in the game because this spells with the gamma correctly. Use your slider to also adjust so the square is barely visible.
Square on the right.
Yeah. Also make sure to play
I don't see this.
And wear headphones, but we're not doing that.
Okay, don't have headphones, so sorry, developers. It says square on the right is barely visible, which I think is actually...
I can see
I can just see it if I look... so it's
I don't care what game I ever play. I will turn the brightness 100% up because
I usually do
want
too.
to be able to actually see the game I'm playing.
It's actually kind of... You can see it on the capture. It looks a little bit different because the brightness on the screens is slightly different. I usually do as well, especially for games that it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't normally take anything to get me immersed. So it's a gamma 1. I'm curious of the differences. So that's like
I can't see either.
Almost entirely black.
No, I take it back. I can see both of the squares, but
I can barely see the one on the left. I cannot see the one on the right.
I can see the one on the right still a little bit. But...
And if I take it all the way up to what I'm assuming is a gamma 2, it's like...
Hey, look, it's an actual game.
It's kind of like daylight. It actually looks kind of... I feel like that's part of the indie horror scene as well, is that the lower the gamma is, the harder it is to tell that our visuals are not spectacular. Like, that screen right there looks very early 90s CD-ROM game to me. But anyway, we'll go ahead and leave it at what it started at, because I could see it.
You can probably adjust it later.
Yeah. And if that's how it's meant to be played, then we'll play along.
I like that with like nothing but sarcasm since we started this.
Well,
no amount of like...
That is all.
Let us play this game.
Hope you enjoy immersing yourself in the world of Amnesia, fictional game. Okay, and so that's something I'll say up top. I'm gonna try to plug into this, but I'm not necessarily gonna succeed at it.
Not his wheelhouse.
It's really not my thing. I love horror as a genre. I like horror stories, but like scary things usually ends up meaning jump scares, and I don't particularly dig those. So that's why you're here.
The difference is I will be going to see Jigsaw tomorrow in the theaters alone because anybody who would go with me is working, and the people who are not working won't go with me.
I'll be pretending that Jigsaw isn't a movie that exists. But to be fair, that's not even fair to Jigsaw. I don't go see almost any movie, so.
That's true.
Okay, options.
That font, though.
Yeah. So I like the title font is nice. That's like
the title font and the Dark Descent
Gothic
font is fine.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening.
There are
with
4 different fonts. I hadn't really taken notice of font choices until I've been rewatching The Lure People lately, because it's one of Graham's pet peeves is like font choice, and it's just like 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's true.
Anyway, okay, subtitles absolutely. Effect subtitles?
That's like if a sound effect
Sure.
happens, but since we don't have headphones on, it might make sense to do that. Just
Yeah.
Because.
Hence, yeah, I'll leave all the default stuff on. Focus icon style?
No idea.
Don't know what that means. Comment. Oh, it comes with comment. Okay, so I might actually replay this just for the commentary. Fucking love dev commentary. Okay. Start a new game. I almost picked up the microphone as though it was my tea. That would have been really unpleasant. Really unpleasant for you guys. Do you want to go turn off the kitchen light real fast?
I just noticed.
Don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me.
Thank you.
I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done?
Okay.
This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is... I am Daniel.
Why are you standing there all creepy like?
I was just adjusting my pants for comfort.
Okay, so.
We're very difficult to see.
Yeah.
That's just the game got hurt.
It's alright.
Your glasses glint interesting.
We're kind of blue, which is interesting. No. Never that. Okay, so our main character has amnesia. Go figure.
Seems legit.
Is trying to stop someone and is called Daniel. A memento has been added to your journal. Press triangle to make sure to check these previous stuff. Okay. That was not the most pleasant flash, but whatever.
Ovaries?
Mementos. Follow a liquid trail to find its source. So mementos are hints. Diaries.
I know that says diaries.
That is the
but
most
that font,
OD I have ever seen.
I say that looks a little bit like it could be like
I know.
ovaries, which makes me think of ovaries.
So right up top, as I said before, never played anything in these series. I've seen
Well, is it like rotating?
Yeah, it's like
He, like,
he's like out of it, I guess, or his.
that is dizzying.
Well, yeah, I think that's one of the things that was kind of praised
Ugh, that's unpleasant.
about the game. It's kind of supposed to be, I think. Was it oh god, what's the name of the game? Eternal Darkness did a similar thing on the GameCube, where it like messed with your vision to make the game creepier. But yeah, before we even leave the first hallway, I've never the most of these games I have ever seen is the Achievement Hunter Let's Play of A Machine for Pigs, and they made it to the first pig before they quit. So I'm going to say
pig that goes in the machine.
Yes, so I'm going to theorize that the man he's trying to stop is himself before we go any further than right here.
So I've seen a bit more of this game, but I've only ever seen like people running through water away from the water.
Yeah, the
creature.
invisible thing.
Well, I don't actually know what that's in reference to. I don't know how you get there, and I don't really know.
Whoa.
Is it the lean family?
Yeah, that is a little. He's. It's effectively bringing across like someone who is dazed, I guess. Oh whoa. Jump is funky.
Is he dazed and confused?
Crouch. I don't know where we came from because it's apparently been caved in. Silly home cave-ins.
This is clearly a castle.
Well, clearly, but like those are boulders. That's not flagstones.
Don't you keep a boulder room in your castle?
How do I? One of these. Okay. Hold on R2 and move the right stick in order to open the door. Press L1 to throw the door open or shut, depending on the direction you face. Okay, that's confusing. Right? Okay, there we go. Okay, right stick wasn't doing.
Because you would be using a mouse.
Right, to like
originally,
push
I
it
think.
forward. Matches. Tinderbox. Okay, tinderbox are used to light
That
candles.
is not a fucking tinderbox. I don't know what that was, but...
It was a little like canister of matches. Current number of tinderboxes is shown in the inventory. Does it take an entire tinderbox to light a candle?
Yes.
Fuck you, game.
I'm almost positive.
Okay, so
Yeah.
center button is our inventory. Heart, all is good. Brain, crystal clear. What's wrong with my eyes then?
Your sanity. It's not your brain. It's your
Oil,
sanity.
I know, will go to a lantern that we'll get sometime. Because it's in all the Amnesia mods. Contains notes. Okay, so can I take this candle?
That candle's not for you, Higgins.
Like, that's what that handle's for. So you can carry them.
Hit R2 on it?
No, it doesn't want me to. Okay. Well, glad I decided to look in that door. I got a tinderbox. Hey, I can waste it right here. Not gonna.
Oh, I think you're supposed to take that.
No, I can't take it. It's telling me to light it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You can't have it?
No, like that's the tinderbox.
That's what's stupid.
Yeah.
Why no, you could. They gave you a little pickup. Oh, that was for the plant. You can put that plant up.
Oh. Holding an object, press L1 to throw. That moves them around. Okay, sure. Look at it from different angles. Fuck you, plant. Oh, broke. Okay. Color me impressed. Yeah, because I could also waste it here and light these.
Can you see anything?
Yeah.
I can't see jack shit.
I mean, it's dark, but it's clearly supposed to be. What's up, window? Oh, fuck. The Gaussian blur is kind of killing me a little bit. Oh my god, I look... Oh. Okay, probably intentional.
Yeah, you got like close to the floor.
Yeah, he's
Did
like...
you see something you weren't supposed to see?
No, Oh, it's clearer now. I'm still wibbling, but it's a little clearer.
I think you may have looked at something you weren't supposed to look at. Because I know that's like a feature of the game, is it's like... If you stare at crazy making things, then it makes your vision
it makes you
more-
crazy?
It makes you crazier.
Ah. Okay.
Like, oh, wait, whoa.
Alright, that's a little unsettling.
Like, you want to avoid shit that's fucked up, because the more that you look at it, the more...
worse it
Also,
is.
staying in darkness is bad. That's probably why you're getting fucked up.
Because I'm just in the dark.
Because you were in the dark for too long.
Sure.
If you want things to be light, because when they're light, your sanity goes up, I think.
Sure.
And
Alright.
then it goes down when you're in the darkness for too long, which is like the downside of hiding. If you
Right.
hide for too long, it starts to fuck you up.
Well, we'll keep that in mind.
I think. I'm fucking throwing shit out there based off of,
Your theory holds water for the time being.
I say based off of the vague things that I've heard people talking about with this game, but I still haven't played it.
I do think it's kind of crazy, like...
Who's leaving these motherfucking tinder boxes just lying around? Also, it's not a fucking box, it's a canister at
Me,
best.
apparently. Come with this broom. Give me this broom. Come with me, broom.
We would be broom friends.
I will use you to vanquish dust mites. I do think it's kind of crazy, like, how old this game is and how relevant it still is.
It did something fancy and different.
It did it fairly well, too. Like,
See, you should be able to light that broom.
that's
on
exactly
fucking fire.
that's exactly what I was trying to do. It's like impromptu torch, but no, not for me.
Put it in the fire.
Yeah. Got a lot of. I spent a lot of money on my collector's inflammable brooms.
So you think this is your house then?
That's my theory at the moment, because I feel like this person he's trying to
Throw
stop
it
is
in the
probably him.
fire.
Yay! We make messes. But yeah, it's like prior to this game coming out, like indie horror was completely a joke, and this like Amnesia did so well, it spawned a million more
Amnesia
indie
and
horror.
Slender were
Yes.
kind of the two like beginnings of like indie horror and just also like horror let's playing in a lot of ways as well.
So can I just tap L1? The slam mechanic doesn't really seem to work.
I think you're tilting on the wrong side of the door.
Okay, I mean, like, that shut it, but it didn't shut it quickly.
Or did you shut that?
I think I did. I was trying to. So if I didn't, then, that jump scare failed. But I will, I'll give props to the atmosphere. So far, this castle seems like a place that could exist. Ooh, that's much nicer. Yeah, you steady out.
Yeah.
I'm not wiggling.
Because you're standing in the light.
Anymore, because I'm in the light. Okay, that's good to know. This castle feels like a thing that could actually exist. It's not, like, impossible architecture so far. And it's... Oh, God.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, that's creepy. Can I,
Something's happening.
Okay, unsettling. Did I hear that moan and that's what
I think
made him freak out? Or did I freak out and then I heard that moan?
I think
Also, what are these droplets?
I think you just freaked out. It's not blood.
No.
I mean, if it is, it's weird ass fucking blood. That door's open.
That's creepy. Okay. Yeah.
But it's like, I think it's like wind. Like the
Probably.
They did the last one as well.
It's like Drafty Castle. Save me, candles. You're my new best friend. Okay. Maybe maybe my tolerance for horror games is either laxed, or they just didn't used to be good. Okay, that candelabra actually scared me. I'll bet. Thought that was a thing standing in the corner. That's kind of insidious, too. I think that's really clever. Putting useful materials in these wardrobes, and I'm fairly certain I've seen Let's Players hide in them before as well, but you have to open a closed box that's nothing but dark inside.
Sure.
Which runs kind of contrary to what the rest of the game is teaching you. Oh, this room was pleasant.
Standing in darkness. Yeah, there it is.
Turn on lights in the environment using tinderboxes or search for other sources of light. Okay.
See, like a gust blew through and it totally darkened that room.
Yeah, that room is black now.
I don't think there's anything in there. I think it was specifically to teach you that.
Yeah.
Then again, I don't know.
That seems valid. Tutorializing. We are still in the first, like, 50 feet of this house or whatever. That tea is gonna be cold before I finish it.
Make it fast.
And that's okay. I can just reheat it. The pink is really pretty. Like, it stands out really nice.
That looks like sunlight.
Well, it does, actually. I mean, it could be moonlight. If that is the full moon and it's right in front of that window, then sure. But yeah, there is like a warmth.
It's a nice lighting effect.
To that light.
I would give that, like, both that lighting effect is nicely done and also has like dust particles in it.
Uh-huh. I do want to know how there's light coming from the old archives. But whatever, we'll see. I'm gonna drink my tea again in the living room.
Turkish delights, Fucking Turkish delight is incredible. I was hiding behind you this entire time.
I kind of expected.
I really just looked up and I was just like this.
I kind of expected that you would.
I'm like
but
freaking out. And I was just like,
that's all right. Can I take the torch?
Nope.
No, of course not.
Why would you do that?
Well,
what sense would that make?
He doesn't have hands.
These torches that apparently are always lit and don't require fuel. Why would you possibly ever take one of those? Fat Bowie.
Witnessing unsettling events will reduce your sanity and can be increased by completing puzzles and making progress.
Uh-oh. There's no light here.
Okay. Slight headache. All is good.
You need to get out of here.
Do I just go past that door? The droplets go that way.
Oh, it's water.
It is water.
Don't go in there. I know for a fact.
You're going to scare me more than this.
I know for a fact that is a mistake.
Okay. It told me to follow the drops, so I'll keep following the drops. There are resources in that. Okay, so the light's kind of blue now. That looks like moonlight.
It does.
So, I mean, I guess that was just a mistake in the last area, or maybe it was meant to make you feel more calm. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I'll go that way.
No, you're not.
I'm in the light at least. You can have that room, and I'll stay with the boulders. Boulders are nice.
Boulder attack!
That'd be insidious. A boulder monster?
That's from
I'd never see it coming.
it's Grignac.
Grignac? Oh, you're totally right. Rock.
Oh, hey, look.
Lantern. Hello, friend. You have picked up a lantern. When filled with oil, it can be turned on by pressing square or selecting in the inventory.
I really don't like that you're just standing here with your back to the door.
Well, I can't close that one. There's no door on this one, I don't think.
So you need the oil and to use the lantern sparingly.
Okay.
I think.
Book. Oh, book has a title. Let me read you, friend.
Wargafling plant.
More of a Nurgan. Yeah.
I can't tell. Take it into the light.
Flowers. Do they all have titles?
I think it might have been in German, honestly. But I don't know.
My dude is definitely English, though.
Yeah, that doesn't mean he doesn't have books in German. Other countries speak more languages than we do.
Nah, madness. This one doesn't seem to have a title.
No, it's right there.
But it's
Title's right there.
harder to see.
It's all like blurred out though.
Yeah, whatever. Not important.
Quality gameplay content right here.
Let's look at books. Could be spooky books.
Spoopy.
So I don't have any oil.
There's a thing on that table. That book?
Yeah.
So spooky.
This corner is like really well lit. This is like the best lit area I've been in so far. Looks a little bit like Skyrim. Fuck you, pot. My current meta game is break every pot.
You can pick up chairs too.
Can I?
Or some chairs, yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. Now I've got a... If it can stop a lion, it can stop a monster.
No, people do use them, I think, as like barricades, like a lot. Like just like, no! Throw them at doors.
You get out my face. Oh, there's a door there. Come with me, chair friend. Sir?
You have a really bad pink nosebleed.
I've come about the blotches. Why is the house shaking? I warned you, fault line was not a good place to build. It's named after the fault line. Oh, I didn't actually mean to do that, but that's fine. That totally looks like a...
Readable item.
Yeah.
Which is not.
Maybe it will be. Maxes. Oh, is Amnesia what Tiny Box Tim is from?
Maybe. That's not Tiny Box.
No, clearly.
I
that's
think that's a normal sized box that there's a
that's
tiny
that would be Norman.
Norman?
Yeah, normal block Norman.
I didn't know that was it.
That's not a thing. I just said it.
Oh, okay.
Tiny Box got Tim, I'm sure, because he was a tiny box. Yeah. I know you say Tinderbox, but I'm gonna call you Matches, because that's clearly what you are. Why can't I do that? Am I supposed to do anything with that? Oh, my sanity came back. It's really hard to pick up brooms.
They're very small.
I wonder if that's a sport in this world.
This is the most flame resistant.
I told you I spent many dollars collecting inflammable brooms. And yes, I am fully aware that inflammable also means flammable. But it shouldn't, and so I'm using it the way it should be used. Goodbye, broom. Goodbye, broom friend. Come with me, box friend. You seem more adorable. I don't want to.
And you got a musical cue.
I don't want to look at it.
So you got a musical cue for your.
Ooh,
hey, look,
oil.
That's oil.
And a shield. Lantern drains oil when it's turned on. To add more, press X over the oil. Okay, so it's not a quick thing. Oh, sure.
That's what makes it
So
more
one jar gives you like half.
You weren't at half. You actually had some oil in that lantern.
Okay. That's actually a pretty decent amount of light too.
19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name
What?
Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing.
Okay.
A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
At least you speak very properly, even to yourself. Okay.
So maybe the pink drink is the amnesia drink?
Could have been. Yeah, that I could see that.
But you were like dribbling it everywhere?
Yeah, or
Like a fucking idiot?
or it's just
Or this was to lead you here
Yeah.
so that you'd find the thing. It got dark over in this corner.
or it's just a convenient, you know, device, framing device.
Sure.
Oh, this box is tough.
Reinforced.
It's got iron on it. It's got iron. Okay, so I don't know, maybe Jekyll and Hyde thing? Maybe this Alexander person is also me? Where am I supposed to go now, though? There's no other...
Is there another door? I thought there was a door to the door.
Is there? No, these are just shelves. And then... That's a lot of drinks, yo.
Get boozy with it.
Can I? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, really? That didn't break?
It looked like you grabbed the chandelier.
Oh, yeah?
For a second, it looked like you did.
Doesn't look like it. Okay. Enough faffing about. So it's now told me explicitly about a living nightmare, so I'm sure we're about to meet it. Oh, hey, chair friend. Chair friend. Alrighty then. Still don't explain why my house sucks so
Maybe this
hard.
Isn't your house, this is Alexander's house.
It could be.
Maybe Alexander's house sucks.
Ooh, goodness.
What's that sound?
It's a good question.
Sounds like skittering.
Oh, I know where I'm supposed to go.
Aww.
It's the place we decided not to go. Maybe, unless...
Well, this has been fun. Let's
So, okay,
let's call it a solid day.
so I...
And
no,
just-
not yet.
We'll
Half
just
an hour. So, like, okay, so...
A+ game, guys. Well done.
I just gave it props for good, like, architecture. This corridor can't possibly have gone anywhere. Because, like, you go in this room, and you walk alongside it, like, right here-ish. I'd be lined up with it. And then there's this room. Oh, okay.
no.
Well done.
There it is. That's the other side.
Well done, game. That seems like a really small thing, but you would be blown away by the number of, like, indie games in particular, but just games that, like, they don't pay attention to how they're building a thing, and it doesn't make any
That
sense.
literally scared the piss out of me.
What did you do?
Look at the window.
What? I don't... Did you see me?
No, they see the lights flashing.
Oh, the red.
It's. I was like,
Scooch back over this way. You're falling out of frame.
no, things not designed correctly is like, if you spend any time on the internet looking at like just weird fun stuff right now,
It's the only room I haven't been in.
for like TV shows and stuff, don't fucking.
Oh, it's not water. It's just damp.
Oh.
Oh god, it is wibbly as fuck.
Oh.
Is there anything to light in here? Oh, I have a lantern. Uh-oh, that's not good. Okay, feeling more okay. Don't see anything over here. Yes. Give me it. Definitely suffers a little bit from its translation from PC.
No, if you ever spend any time like looking at people talking about like,
Fuck, it's dark.
all these torches actually did in fact burn out. Those were lit earlier.
Well, they got. Oh, can I light them? Oh, I can. Fucking sweet. All right, I'll just light one, so I've got like a little checkpoint. There's somebody else. Okay, so I can't go back that way.
Hear that?
Heard something. Okay. Fuck you, game.
You're gonna burn through all your fucking oil.
I know.
Man.
How much have I used? I'm not that much. I'm doing okay, actually. The oil spam seems to be a tried and true method.
I tried this sentence 3 times and I've like lost it each time. No, if you look at like people talking about like how the friend's apartment and like the hallway, how that doesn't work. Somebody had an amazing breakdown entirely about the Stalinsky house from Teen Wolf and the fact that it's like completely,
it's like hyperdimensional.
It's well, just like it just doesn't work. It makes no sense. You can't figure out where anything is. It also suffers a bit from the fact they changed filming locations between seasons 2 and 3. And when they did that, their sets changed, and so it changed that set a little bit as well.
Gotcha.
Ooh.
I just don't.
It's got something to do with the fact that you could open that fire.
Maybe.
I just feel like that's... Is there something, can you, like... Is that box in there openable?
I don't know, I'm gonna come back in here and look. Maybe I missed something. Like all that blood.
It's not blood, it's broken bottles. It's broken vials.
Oh, possible.
Pretty possible.
Like, yeah, like, where do I go? Oh! What's up, Switch?
Hold down R2.
I am. It's not working. There we go. I keep saying right stick, but like when I'm holding something, right stick stops working. There we go. I need to be on the side. As you make progress or pick up important items, you recover lost sanity. Slight headache again, okay. So we got one match. I feel like I'm probably being way overzealous with lighting candles. Fuck, that's dark.
So you should turn the gamma up.
Well, I mean, I still can if I need to. Alright, we'll take this a little bit further. I think we've got our first, probably have a source snapshot behind it and something happened.
Whoa! To run, hold down L2 while moving. Down. See. Now. Whoa. I don't like hints like that.
I mean, this place is nice and big. Running doesn't seem that much faster. Oh god. Took the camera from me.
Is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
Okay. Unpleasant.
Displeasing.
Okay, so I seem to have been wrong, so I'm fine with that. Unless Daniel's real good at projecting a second character.
You hear growling?
No, I heard wind. Sounds like wind going through holes. I mean, this place is all fucked up, so I assumed it was creepy castle noises. Interesting that you interpreted it as growling, though. That's
I thought I heard growling.
intriguing.
Oh.
Okay. That didn't need to happen. It is remarkable how much just taking a little bit of control away from me is actually making me uneasy. Like, that didn't even fully take the... Oh, can I... No, obviously. That didn't even fully make me look. It just made me, like... It made the camera list when I didn't want it to.
Oh, that sound cue?
Yeah, that laugh. He like, half-turned
Oh.
before I had control of it. Which is interesting. And it made me go like, ooh, I don't like that. Broken stair. So I don't know if there's any sort of, like, fall damage in this game or anything like that. Is this where I came in? Archives.
There's, like, 3 different ways to leave here.
Yeah. Okay, that door's blocked. So there's the archives, there's the way I came in.
Okay, that was a visual glitch, and I acknowledge that, but still, fuck you.
Which is, like, down there. Fall damage? No, doesn't seem to be.
Well,
at least not from that height, yeah. You'd be... The number of games was just like, oh, 5-foot drop, you're dead. I feel like this is gonna be locked. Rock. Rock, friend. Coming with me to the basement. You go first. Okay, not locked. Was expect. Oh, okay then. No, rock friend. I said you go first. The fuck is that shit? It's gooey. Blue? Nope. It's also very solid. So did that trigger something? Was that a flag I was supposed to flip? God, that's annoying. Like, I'm fully aware of how these games function and it's still getting to me. Okay, I haven't gone through that door
There's
yet.
a reason that this game is considered as good as it's considered.
Yeah, quite
like,
effective.
The atmosphere is...
Boxes and letters. Fancy chair friend. I'm gonna call you, like, Frank. You look nicer than my old chair friend.
What the hell is that?
Like a hissing noise?
Whoa! Oh!
It's a bug. Oh, they're cockroaches. Can I?
Trying to squish them?
Yeah. Oh, they're faster than me. No, I can't go.
Oh.
Okay,
Don't go
gross.
that way.
I will be taking Frank and leaving. Goodbye. Actually, you see to his needs, Frank. Oh, oil. Yes. Come with me, box. Frank will hold down the fort.
From what I've gathered, what you're doing right now, just carrying shit in front of you, very indicative of male Amnesia players. They're just like, no. It's fine. As long as I've got this thing in front of me, nothing will happen.
I'm protected. Scout ahead.
That's what he sent Tiny Box Tim to do.
Is it?
Yeah, he was like, here,
I've only ever
this room, Tiny Box.
I've only ever seen the animateds for that thing. I've never actually seen whatever it's from.
I think you may be right. I think maybe in Amnesia the Dark Zone.
Laboratory.
That sounds...
Fuck do I... Archives, laboratory. I just know I'm supposed to go to an inner sanctum.
Basement. I think the inner sanctum was down...
The main thing that I couldn't go down. Wine cellar.
Okay, wine cellar I'm pretty sure is where the water monster is.
Well, let's not go there.
Then again, I think actually though, like, it says a nightmare is following. I think it's just one thing that just does different stuff
Changes
depending on where
its
you
shape
are.
or whatever.
Like, a la some It bullshit.
Yeah,
I could be wrong though. This is all spitball. Don't go to the laboratory, that's the worst choice.
You said the water thing was in
the
the
wine
line.
cellar might be the worst choice, but like the archive sounds safe.
Sure. Your logic for this is...
Oh wait, that. Right there, that's my logic for that. That's bullshit.
Well, it's just the load-in.
Turn on your oil lamp, you enter, you fool.
I should absolutely fill it back up again. So do I light this? I only have one match left.
Oh, fuck.
It's the fridge, relax.
Oh, you're getting
Wibbly.
getting jingle jangle.
Well, I feel like that's inevitable, like... The game is clearly
cockroaches.
the game is clearly not giving me enough oil to be lit all the time, sort of thing. So I'm just gonna have to deal with the insanity. Okay, I don't have to deal with that. Goodbye.
Angry cobwebs.
What was it? Did the wall just roar at me? Fuck you. Fuck you, friend.
Get fucked. You teabagging the wall?
No, I was just jumping. Skin in his face. I'm coping. Okay. Okay, I'm curious. I've been in the dark for a little bit now. Head is pounding, hands are sick. So it does actually accumulate pretty quickly. Oh, that's uncomfortable. Wall was all goopy. No, that's alright. I don't need to go down there. You're right. You're fine. Okay, that's your space.
Don't stand here and read shit.
Well, I'm safe when I'm in the words screen.
You think that? Not all games like do that.
I don't think this is the Dark Souls of horror games, so I think we're okay. The lack of a chimney to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiment has taken its toll on many of the less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can to move them to the wine cellar. Okay, so I'm probably going to go to the wine cellar and come back here, but whatever. Oh, was that the end of that note?
Yeah.
How do I... Oh, triangle. And yeah, this is okay. Diaries, no diaries, mementos. Chemical ingredients have been moved from the laboratory to the wine cellar. Some sort of organic tissue blocks the path to the refinery. Can it be dissolved? Okay, so that's what our goal is.
Go to the wine cellar to get shit.
Our goal is
burn that stuff.
I think you might be right though. I think I might need to go to the archives. If I'm following video game logic here, go to the archives to learn what to make. Get the ingredients from the wine cellar, and then make it here, and then take it back to the main room to get down to the basement.
That sounds video game logical. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Testing fate? I don't know. Oh! Fucking...
What is that?
There should be more C.H.E.E.T.A.H.
C.H.E.E.T.A.H?
Let me see. And one part Aquafortis.
C.H.E.E.T.A.H and Aquafortis. You gonna be okay?
Whenever you come back, I'm like, something's gonna be there one of these times.
You're probably right. It's still shaking. Got another tinderbox though. You come with me, Mr. Box. Is that oil? Chemistry pod. Carly alchemy experiment. Early alchemy experiment. Stupid.
Turn off while you're doing this. Because I don't know whether or not it's counting against you.
That's fair.
It might not.
What a horrible font.
But I don't.
This is my third attempt to produce artificial vitae.
The former compounds lack the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. Calamine and orpiment
yeah.
are given, and the C.H.E.E.T.A.H binds them well. This time I will attempt aqua regia instead of aquafortis in hopes it will produce a more even solution.
The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acidic.
Is
highly acid.
The solution is highly acid.
Good to know.
And proves impractical to put to any use except as detergent. As a detergent.
Organic tissue reacts especially violently to the solution and should be handled with greatest care. I might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament. So you got alchemic solution to my predicament right, but you couldn't get acidic. Okay, so it looks like... So I need aqua regia then to get the one that fucks with organic shit?
Sounds like it. So... I must be very careful with this aqua regia, and like, as you say that, it's like I'm sure that you will make this compound and then just toss it willy nilly at the thing later.
Yeah.
Like, it'll just be like, Pwah!
Chair friend, gotta get out of my way. Oh god! One day I'll return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I would be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you.
As long as I am to think of you and one relates to thee right now, I'm better than others. I weep for them, day less regard without restraint, where I only crave for judgment and save for terror. The fuck does that mean? Also, the fuck is that?
I don't know. It's glowy though. Oh god! I did it again. It's a memory in a bottle. Alright, well. See you later.
I think you're gonna have to light all of those things. Maybe. No, there's just nothing in there. Who's hiding tinfoil?
I don't know. Me?
You're a weird guy.
I'll light this just because I'm clearly gonna have to come back here, so.
It'll be unlit.
It'll. Oh, will it?
I'm sure.
That's unfortunate.
I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong, but I feel like it's inevitable.
Back up to a slight headache, so we're doing okay. Okay, still got about midway fuel. It's taken its sweet time with an actual scare. I will give it that. Like,
it's the power of like
anticipation.
Yeah. Well, again, it's the catharsis of a jump scare. Though it's like the sneeze. You need that sneeze.
How are we doing? About an hour.
Yeah, but less than that though.
Oh yeah, I'm kind of
fapped
cut off some of the beginning and shit.
And also, wait.
That's just how it loads in.
The door noise.
That's the door behind me. Okay, so it was leading me to the cellar, but I'm gonna go to the archives first, I think.
You can follow the Jeff method of doing this, where you just
go backwards. Well, that's what I was saying. Is like the game occasionally is just like, no, look at this. I just went. It's actually
the wind, my only friend.
It's actually
Shut up, wind.
It's actually kind of bright in here. Oh, there is one place I didn't.
I think it's a bit of a hub.
Yeah.
Whoa, damn visual glitches.
Also, I didn't. Did I go down there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's where Frank the chair is.
Yeah, Frank the fancy friend.
Frank the fancy friend.
Yeah. Eric made a character in Final Fantasy called Panda Dan the Panda Man.
Yeah.
But he didn't have enough characters to put the Panda Man. So he had to take the E out and smoosh it together.
The Panda Man.
So it's Panda Dan, the Panda Man.
The Panda Man.
The Panda Man.
Okay, archives.
So it's a plot.
Yeah. Well, you know.
I feel like we should be reading these.
He fell to the kitchen floor. Tears were beginning to well in his eyes as he recovers. Received a kick. His stomach. Hazel remained hidden in fear she too would be punished.
Sounds like child abuse.
I think maybe we're servants of this dude.
Alexander?
Yeah.
This looks too nice.
It's bright though. I'm okay with that.
It's 3.
No, that's how many I have. But it's bright enough in here at the moment. I'm not gonna fuck with it.
I was waiting for you to finish making that statement.
And then I immediately become dark. Yeah. Let's go in here first. What's up, moonlight? I guess. Is that a spider web?
I guess.
Yeah, it's spider web texture. It's blinking out. It makes it look like. Yes, it was a cockroach. It's the same hiss that all the cockroaches have been making. In fact,
a roach problem.
In fact, he's
here,
right
guys.
there.
Were you aware?
Don't decorate it. Okay. Red stick thing is working better. He just really didn't like me being in front of the switch.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition.
We're not in Africa.
Making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all.
Okay.
An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought, and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber.
Okay.
No matter what the Professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
So, you guys can fuck with some ancient tomb that you shouldn't have done fucked with, and now, like, you're gonna die. Like a typical, like, idiot white person, going in, fucking with shit you don't understand, and
we are talking about Imperial Britain here.
Inviting evil spirits to you. I feel no sympathy for you, Daniel. I hope the nightmare kills you.
It's actually like, there's a storyline in Fallout 4 that's very similar.
Yeah?
I'm just like, oh yeah, we were off on a dig thing, we found this thing, and
fucking white people.
then I got the guys to excavate it, but then as we were excavating it, people started going crazy, and I was like, oh, okay. And then the next words were not, and then we stopped, so yeah. I stopped feeling bad. Got a little tin soldier. Yeah, so I feel like the hierarchy is definitely candles then matches, because like, or candles then oil, because like you can always use the oil, but you can't always use these. So, Wilhelm's contract. I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Brandenburg. This contract will reign for a total of 3 years, when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Brandenburg, is to recommend my services at the Prussian royal court, and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle may no man break this seal. Wilhelm, House of Garrick, or Garrich. Okay. So, like, some indentured servitudeness? No memory pot in that one. Oh, yeah! That was actually kind of nifty. That it actually, like, it's an actual physics object. It rolls. That's okay.
Games, mechanics.
Share friend. Fuck you.
That hallway was way longer than the direction you thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
You turned around and it was
just kind of one of the reasons why I came down to this side, so I wouldn't have to turn the corner. I don't know, this wing is really, really well lit, which I feel like is setting me up for failure.
It's certainly putting me on edge.
Linens! The horror!
I want you to open this first and just have somebody just think,
a hand! A hand! I might not be taking this seriously anymore, you guys. It's taken too long to get there.
1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger.
Okay.
Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps.
Okay.
The crudely carved passage confused me.
You sound a little bit
like an
asshole.
It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with
considering he's writing these things to himself.
I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Like, if somebody wants the actual story, they can find that elsewhere.
Nah, it's fine. Not the most thrilling thing, I will give you that. But,
and I can read it
I don't
3 times as quickly.
I don't think I'm going to be editing this too much, so you get what you get. Sorry, guys. God, it's dark. Priceless antique.
I don't think you should have done that.
I didn't actually mean to. I was moving it over, and it bumped on the table on which it was sitting and broke.
I think it was supposed to break when you picked it up, and I knew you were going to try to pick it up, because then that weird little burst of cloud.
Yeah, it could have been. You're kind of like a fat chair friend. I'm going to call you,
Biggie Smalls.
Is Albert too obvious?
Also, offset.
Yeah, I suppose it's less enduring as it once was. Old tomes. I don't think that's what Liber Veritas means. Men's? Veterus. Veterus. Whatever.
Veterus?
Veterus.
Libra Veterus.
Veterus.
Oh.
Unnecessary.
That book just fell off for no reason. See your bullshit game.
Gravity decided right then that it had had enough of this shit. Ooh, jackpot.
You know what?
What?
I think there was totally one of those in that one room that you went in where the wind blew all the stuff out and then it gave you the hint about staying in the light.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Like a chest?
Yeah.
Ah, whatever. Chemistry pot. Oh, right. That's a key item.
I might be wrong. But...
You could... I wouldn't say that necessarily. Might have been trying to teach me that chests are good. And it had just given me the oil, so... Who knows?
Important to remember also, I think, is that the light will lure the creature if it's around. Like, if you're hiding from it, do not turn the light off. Right. Because it will come for your ass.
Well, yeah, especially because, like, I know, again, you can
and
hide...
not for butt sex. Not for fun butt sex.
I know that you can hide in, like, the wardrobes and stuff. Yeah, that one's locked. Apparently I got a note out of that. Or a diary? No? Memento? Door leading to the local history room is locked. Is there another entrance? Evidence. Laboratory revealed that combining 4 chemicals can create a powerful acid. Chemical ingredients have been moved from the library. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Fuck, this floor is big.
Oh!
Yeah, alright, fuck you, game.
That was the classic piano scare.
Bum bum!
Hey, look, there's the outdoors.
Yeah.
Just jump out the window. Quick and run for it.
Freedom! It's only like a story drop, I can make it. Actually, that looks more like 2 or 3. That's the top of a pine tree.
You can still survive. Just go.
But it's ye old medicine. Probably wish you were dead.
Ugh.
Okay, have I wrapped around? I think I have. This is the starting bit. Yeah, okay. So this is the hallway I chose not to go down, so. We are making sense of the floor, which is good. Okay, I have to run away. Can I take this painting? No. I like history. It's very rude of you, piano. Aw.
I would love it if it just didn't.
I can play! Nom 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 nom. It's like a really low rent version of the Mario 64 jump scare.
Or that bit from that one, like, horror movie where the
piano eats that chick, yeah. That's a Japanese flick, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like an 80s.
It's like,
classic.
I think it might be one of the Doll Masters.
No, I think it's Doll Master, although I'm told I should watch that series.
You would probably dig the fuck out of them. I hated them.
Yeah?
They're terrifying.
Oh, really?
It was a wholly unpleasant time.
Yeah, like...
Japanese horror hits a totally different note than American horror does, and it's... So, like, Japanese horror is not meant to be, like... There's a certain amount of American horror that's still, like, we can beat the monster. Japanese monsters, you can't beat them. Like, the reason, like, the American Grudge sucks compared to the Japanese one is because, like, you're not supposed to win. Goopy.
Oh.
Somebody had done...
blood.
Someone would have a bad day. It really looks like these boulders are growing out of the ceiling. Or are these meant to be like mushrooms? I don't know. Odd bit of world building there. No, I'm not gonna do it. You know no one named Joe. Well, you know one, but he's not.
I know two people named... No, I know 3 people named Joe.
None of them are cotton-eyed.
I don't either. I know in fact 3 people on a first name basis all named Joe.
Do you? Yeah. Keeping Joes from me.
Joe,
and Joe.
Joe.
I know 2 of them, yeah. Okay, so I got another thingy that I should use. Yeah, okay, but I should save any more that I get.
That looks like you can use yours.
So it works out well because they just ran out. Oh, hey, what's that? Blurprints. More blurprints. And more blurprints.
Blurprints?
Blurprints. Yeah, I just ran out of tinderboxes, so it's a good thing we've got all this fucking oil. Yeah, alright. Yeah, alright. I'll go there. I'll go here first. That's fine. You have a nice time. I'll just chill out over here. Oh, hey, I found a memory. I think I get some sanity back from that.
Old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
How did you know this was going to
Just
happen?
time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wards. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble, and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs.
Maybe.
Here and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Trying to get the thing to come here? Like, what the fuck?
Trying to kill this nightmare
Or, like,
thing?
you're trying to study it, maybe? You fucking weirdos? This is why scientists are just bad news. You can't trust them.
Well, I mean, I kind of...
Shifty,
Oh, hey.
shady.
I kind of dig the concept of, like, not playing as a hero.
Sure.
Like, it's clearly trying to set... Oh, hey. Map? Can I have these? It's clearly trying to set this up as, like, a... Like, it wants you to go kill a guy, and you're supposed to be at least somewhat okay with doing it. Oh, there's 2 tinderboxes boxes in there. I just didn't see that. Okay, so we save that a little bit. But, like, I find it almost just as compelling to be, like, playing as someone who's a part of this plan. And you, the player, don't necessarily know it.
That is a hole in the wall that looks to another area. There's a hole in the wall that looks to another area.
Fragile, but not breakable by hand. But there's a light on over there, so it's okay.
No, it's not. It's not okay.
That's probably the last journal, so I'm gonna wait a second before I... Yeah. Tinderboxes. There's a weird GameCube game called Bat and Kaitos that does the same thing. Where, like, your main...
I've heard the name Bat and Kaitos.
It's Bat and Kaitos, or a subtitle, Eternal Wings and the Lost Ocean. It is a bonkers game. Like, weirdly card-based JRPG. But your main character knows something that you, the player, don't. Because you're technically playing a guardian spirit that's watching over that main character. You are not the main character. So it was kind of interesting. Uh-oh. Why did that letter make me faint?
After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint
Why were you gasping for air?
shimmer.
Oh.
My weakened body was heavy to carry. but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light.
Clever way of doing a flashback.
It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light.
It was a lantern.
That's bright.
It is bright. That's a really nifty particle effect, too. It actually is like three-dimensional.
I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped
now let's not be racist.
in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Okay. So yeah, at bar minimum, Daniel is...
Bare minimum?
Whatever. Bar none, I guess is what I was starting to say. But yeah, it's like bare minimum, Daniel's quite involved in whatever it is that's going on here. It doesn't strike me as like a... like a wandering hero sort of thing.
You done fucked up.
Like, he knows what's happening and was involved in it.
I think you can probably feel like a chair at that.
Oh, you might be right.
Or something. Well,
I'm gonna light this. I've got 4. Is there a heavy thing around? I can't move this.
Oh, that's what happened.
Sure.
That was what was freaking out, is that collapsed behind you, so you couldn't go that way.
Come on, chair friend.
That chair friend is partially in the
That chair friend has had a bad day. We're gonna take this one. It's okay, you rest. Now I feel like I'm actually hearing whispering. That's like being disguised as cockroach noises. We're not. God damn, I've got an arm. That barely made contact.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Easy. Stop memorizing me. Okay. That looks like there's a door behind that shelf. Behold my mastery of telepathy.
You got 2 hands.
No, I've only got 1. We gonna have a conniption again? Local folklore. Oh, okay, I'm in the locked room. Aldstad? Altstad. Yeah, and Brennenburg Castle, 1801. Another reason... Actually, you go.
Another region rich with lore is Altstad, deep within the East Prussian woods. For centuries, there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brennenburg. The quiet forest-clad mountains stretched with scattered lakes is as picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tale, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. Gatherers. The story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is that the soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies rot with tainted souls that have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, and they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey, which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark schemes they follow? You're gonna have fun dealing with that shit.
Creepy.
Enjoy those.
Just sounds like a serial killer that
enjoy those later.
Built some lore around. Visit undone.
Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited the Elstead at the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remnants of the kingdom's past. During his stay, all the prominent members of the society paid notice, and he was mentioned in many records of the time. One day he went to investigate a burrow in the southwestern glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble. Some 10 years later, he dismissed the notion of ever visiting Alstead, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who is this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him?
Intriguing.
Immortal Baron. The Baron of Brennenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at the castle nearby Alstead.
That's the guy I'm supposed to be killing, right?
Okay. Most of those notable rumors are inherited alongside the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by a fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remain popular throughout his presumed lifetime. Wait a minute. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage, therefore the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring have never been fully recorded. This has led to the idea that the Baron is in fact one and the same who came to the West over 300 years ago, lived through time and occupation, and joined the coveted Order of Black Eagle along with the great leaders of the country. So he's an immortal.
Possibly. Or it's just a family name, like they're all Alexander.
I'm thinking.
That wouldn't lend credence to, like, some of the weird shit that's happening, certainly. Yeah. Fucking rolling oil. Wow. Yeah. I've got 2 vials though, so okay. Oh, yeah. I got 2.
Can you push that bookshelf that's clearly in front?
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that while we were. Well, you don't say.
Oh, there's something you can pull. Somewhere you can push something.
Oh, like a lever. You're totally right.
Yeah.
It taught me this already.
It's probably like a fucking book or some shit that you have to pull.
Just look for something out of the ordinary.
Oh wait, look at the wall. To your left.
My left?
To your right. I thought I saw something on that wall.
Switches. Looking for a switch. It's okay, I have 2 more things. It's meant to be used, and I can't find anything in the dark. I only have 2 fucking... Ah.
Oh, wait, there it is. Well, there's multiple ones. You have a certain time limit.
Gotcha. Ah, I got the text. Oh no, that must have been you then.
Oh, we both did.
Looking for books in all the wrong places.
Well, it's a library, so that's the right places. There it is.
I'm in a room, a secret room. It's pretty bright in here. Okay, that's not too hard to pull off. I feel like that's going to be relevant at some point in the near future. Key. Sure something's gonna happen. Guarding closing of the wine cellar. So I'm glad I did come here first.
Well, this was in danger by research. Long enough, they're absent handling the human vessels.
The
what?
sheriff
The sheriff is keeping watch on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time. until they follow the trail to Brennenberg. I need to lock Will and his men up to await for their investigation from the public. The wine cellar after we seal up until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave or they will starve. Whatever comes first, they can rot for all I care.
Maybe I will
feed them some wine. It would, in a sense, solve both of my problems. What the fuck?
I don't know, needed human experiments or something like that. Was being investigated by policemen. Did you just make that clanking noise? Okay. I didn't do anything that would... Oh, well, that's just lovely.
What?
Found the key, the door is already open.
What? Key to what?
The key to the... Oh, no, I found the key to the wine cellar, and then this door opened. Okay, that makes sense. Atop. Out. Well, that's not good.
What?
I don't know what to do. That's the door I needed to leave.
Is it?
Yep.
Are you sure?
No, I'm positive.
Everything's the same to me.
Yeah, it's pretty similar looking. You know what I should probably do? Is that okay? Come on, big chair friend. Maybe I'm wrong.
Ah!
Oh, that's a beastie.
Where?
Okay, he's gone. But he is in the direction I have to go. I think. Little chair friend. Okay, so this is the way I came down before that was caved in. So I can't go that way. And there's basically... You're completely invisible. Get back into frame. Come on, seriously. There you go. And that's where I came from, so there's nothing I can do back there. Yeah, I think 1:30 is probably fine. I'd probably finish this and we might call it. Gurgle, 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 gurgle. Bye, friend. It was done, the men said. The tomb had been revealed. Ten Hanan awaits. Grinned the toothless foreman. You didn't put that in quotes. Okay, so now it's time to find out if okay, that's not... Oh, God! What hurt me? I just like the appearance of all this shit. Oh, God, okay, it's not. I think it just hurts to stand on it, and I was being an idiot. There's nothing there. But like the fleshy shit appeared. I was literally about to be like, is this a hub? Or is it not a hub? Okay, so we have the wine cellar key. And there's no reason to go back to the laboratory?
The laboratory?
Laboratory?
Dexter?
Whatever. Whatever. I think I go back and forth on how I say it. Kind of like that. I can't. Oh, fine. Okay, that was a checkpoint. So yeah, we'll probably we got one good scare out of the game. I don't even think you saw the monster.
I did not.
We just got a red flash and you freaked the fuck out. Alright, let's see what happens when we get into here, but I think we might call it. When standing in darkness, your sign is to turn on lights in the environment. Yeah, I'm aware. People told me about. Oh, does that mean that my sanity is very low? All is good. A slight. No, I'm fine. Why would you give me that warning now? Mine color looks a lot like the fucking laboratory. Did I go to the laboratory on accident? No, I didn't.
Where did the Baron go? Who cares? He left us enough wine to last us a lifetime. Or at least until tomorrow.
Okay. So he sealed some folks in here. Again, this room at the very least seems pretty well lit to me. But not to the beat, apparently. I'm still well wibbly. I would just want to find a fucking... That's blood and wine, alright. I want to find a candle so I can stand next to it and end this. If an enemy is near, stay out of sight and hide in the darkness. Make sure to turn off your lantern if possible. I'm imagining that's just forewarning me. Fuck. You know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and call it there, I think. Can you reach up and turn that on?
What?
The light. You should just be able to pull the string. Oh. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and stop it there for now. Because I feel like that's a pretty adequate cliffhanger. If you guys are interested in seeing more of this stuff, you know the deal, just let me know. Comments work. Just watching the video, spreading it around. If I see that it's getting more views than stuff I've done before, then I will happily play more of it. I'm kind of enjoying. It's doing a pretty good damn job. So if it stays this good, I think this would be pretty enjoyable. And she's cowering, so clearly it's working. So yeah, if you liked what you saw, hit that like button for me. Do all the YouTubey things. Hit the bell if you want. Yeah, I don't think I got much else to say. So I'll see you guys real soon. Bye, guys.